Hello, this is Jam Master Daniel 96, and today we will be reviewing Volume 2 of the Poe Dameron comic series, and this is The Gathering Storm, and it collects issues 8 to 13. And as I did review the Volume 1 last year, but without the chance to review all the other ones, and I picked up this trade about last weekend and read it and stuff, and I thought maybe sometime if I get a chance to get all the others, maybe I'll pick up the others and read all the others. And I do have the single issues for Poe Dameron issues 26 to 31, and we'll also review those in the future. And pretty much the first 25 issues of this comic series is set before the events of The Force Awakens. Then issues 26 to 31 is set after the events of The Last Jedi, and so I'm going to read what's on the back here, and then I also will read the thing that makes it set up to be like the opening crawl, and then we'll dive into stuff, and then I'll showcase some artwork and all that. So let's begin. Poe Dameron faces the wrath of eventual agent Terex, but how does Terex always seem to know what Black Squadron is doing? Could there truly be a traitor in the Squadron's midst? Poe will undertake a secret mission from General Organa herself to escort none other than C-3PO on a dangerous journey to the planet Kadak. Can they complete the mission and keep their informant intact, or will Terex past somehow come to haunt them? Join Poe and C-3PO as they take on the First Order, and that's the thing on the back. And then I'll read the little opening crawl thing, which this is called The Gathering Storm, and it says, The Gathering Storm, it is a time of uncertainty in the galaxy. Standing against the oppression of the First Order is General Organa's resistance, including Poe Dameron and his team of ace pilots, Black Squadron. After undertaking a mission to find the explorer Lor Santeca, a new enemy has emerged. Terex, an officer of the First Order Security Bureau. Though Poe's crew of pilots has managed to survive multiple encounters, Terex has vowed to destroy them. Meanwhile, shadows gather around Poe as he has become increasingly certain that a member of Black Squadron is feeding information to the First Order about the Resistance and its allies, and darkness continues to spread across the galaxy. And that's the thing that's throughout the opening crawl, and I'm going to go over some specific things that went in the book, as I said in the plot summary, that Poe teams up with C-3PO on a mission, and they pretty much, there's the stuff with Agent Terex, Agent Terex had a pretty interesting backstory, which they show flashbacks of, and then, he appears at the Battle of, he was a stormtrooper in the Empire that appeared at the Battle of Jakku, and then, all this other stuff, and then he's on a ship called the Carrion Spike, and then he has all these cool artifacts of a Shore Trooper helmet and a Death Trooper helmet from Rogue One. And around this time when Rogue One was coming out, probably wanted to put all that little connectivity in there and all that stuff. And definitely around this time, C-3PO has the red arm, as we see in The Force Awakens, which this takes place pretty close to The Force Awakens, and pretty much, as you know from the previous volume of the Poe Dameron series, they're pretty much on the quest to find Lor Santeca, and as we know, that's who Poe meets up with at the beginning of The Force Awakens and all that. And definitely, I'd say this definitely gets more of a flesh out of Poe Dameron, which I would say, as in The Force Awakens, he was underutilized, and I would say he was used a little bit more in The Last Jedi, and I would say definitely with a chance of this series is a better thing to get him fleshed out more and stuff. And as you know, in the Shattered Empire comics, you know, his parents were Poe Dameron and Shara Bay, and all that stuff. And definitely the artwork is pretty decent and stuff. It's not too bad and stuff. I'd say it's some decent artwork, and then pretty much also part in this story arc. I mean, Poe and C-3PO get a droid that has First Order intel and stuff, and then they encounter Terex. And then there's also a connection to the Aftermath trilogy with Mr. Bones, because, like, and Poe asks Snap Wexley about Mr. Bones and stuff, which there's a good connective thing there, and I definitely thought this was quite an enjoyable comic, and I'd highly recommend it, checking it out, and so with the other volume, and I can't wait to read more of this, and I'll showcase what the artwork looks like. So that's what it looks like there, and that's all I gotta say. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think of this down below, what you thought of this comic series down below, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys next time with another video, and may the force be with you. Bye.